Have you ever thought what is the biggest foolishness in the way to meet the Almighty, to connect the utter consciousness, the God? Is it putting coins on the pranami box or notes on in the pranami box on the name of God, or is it thinking your God is superior than others? No, that's not the biggest stupidity, my friend. My biggest understanding is the biggest stupidity of individual is they can't see their destiny. They don't understand their good and bad. They don't have look into their inner selves, and still they conclude what is good and what is bad for them, and accordingly they demand things to God. So that is the biggest stupidity in spiritual career. Okay. So welcome back to my channel again. Today's episode is objected to the ideal prayer to the God. So in last two episodes, what I try to demonstrate, what is the concept of God? If he is everywhere, then why should we rush towards temple or church or mosque? Now, I'll tell you that what should be an ideal prayer look like. Okay? So, we all know there are multiple type of people with different objectives, different ideology. So, there is a group of people who usually goes to temple or any prayer center, and they demand some materialistic things like get me a job, get me some money, get me married, or get me promoted, or get me a house, get me a car, and so on. That's the first type of people. Then comes the second type of people who doesn't demand for themselves, they demand for some others. So they believe they are setting an example of selflessness, because they are not demanding anything for themselves, they are demanding for someone else's, right? So there comes the second group of people. Now there is another group of people, possibly the most wisest, who, when meets God, or should I say, meets their deity, they bow their head and they eventually say, please take care of everyone, please do good for everyone. Okay. So these are the primary type of demands that we have seen people do when they are going to any temple or their religion room. Okay. Now let me clarify you, all of these prayers doesn't make sense. Why? Let me tell you, let me explain you rather, one by one. So let's first consider the first set of people who demands all materialistic things. Okay, that could be a house, that could be money, that could be their own love, or that could be the some person whom they are attracted to. So if you think about, for this set of people, think about yourself. Maybe 5 years back or 10 years back, you used to earn maybe 10,000 or 20,000 rupees per month, and at that point of time you thought that you wanted to reach a point where you can earn maybe a lakh in a month, or maybe 5 lakhs in a month. Okay. So I'm trusting over a period of time, definitely your income got extended, it got increased. But my question is your life set now? Is all your demand fulfilled? No, right? So we all have to understand that materialistic things or materialistic demand can calm down our indriyas to some extent. So when I say indriyas, it is nothing but the eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue, and the skin. Okay? But what is inside you, it is more important. Your soul, that is too vivid, that is spread even beyond the universe. And who is sitting within that soul? It is none other than the glitch of God, the glitch of utter consciousness. So think about it. If some mere worldly things is going to satisfy your soul, it is ultimately the insult of God, the very Almighty, because the consciousness that spread across the universe and beyond, if that is getting satisfied with some worldly things, isn't it an insult for him itself? So let's not go the first route. Then let's think about the second set of people who are demanding good for others, not for themselves. Now, my thought around this is it is even more dangerous. Why? Because you don't even know yourself. So, how can you understand or how can you know others? How can you conclude what is good and what is bad for them? And still, you are demanding different things for them. So, I am hoping you are not a Siddha person like Sri Ramakrishna Dev or Swami Vivekananda. My lecture is definitely not for those people who have reached that specific state. So, if you have reached that specific state, definitely you can conclude. Definitely you can understand. You have that inner vision to understand what is good and bad for others, and you can demand accordingly. But if you are not so, please don't do that because you don't know what is the right and wrong for others. Okay? Now comes the third set of people, possibly the smartest, the wisest, and that's why they believe they are the maximum kind hearted people who think about everyone, and accordingly they are demanding good for everyone. No harm with that. But my friend, think about it. The Almighty, the very God, is the master planner. He has already designed everyone's life, and he has already thought of maybe hundreds and thousands year of this entire nature, how he's going to maintain it. He's the supreme maintainer, right? So do you think easy waiting for your approval, easy waiting for your wish that some poor fellow someday will walk down to my temple, will walk down to this temple and will seek for the goodness of certain people, and I will approve that at that juncture? Is it the case? You think about it. No, right? So, so does it look like too much of confusion? करे तो क्या करे, बोले तो क्या बोले? So, my understanding is you don't even need to say anything. Okay? You enjoy the intimacy. You plunge into the eternal happiness when you are meeting God. You think about the situation when you are meeting your closest and dearest person after a certain period of time. Do you tell a lot of things or your emotions overflow? When you meet a celebrity, do you have lot of words to say or you lose your expression, your words, your thoughts, isn't it? So you are meeting the biggest celebrity of this universe or this metaverse. So when you are meeting a celebrity, you don't need to think about what to say or what not to say. You just enjoy. You just enjoy the intimacy. You just plunge into this bliss. That's it. उसको सब पता है, वो सब समझ जाएगा. ठीक है? So try to get closure. You don't need to say anything. We all know where actions speak, where emotions speak. We don't need to utter any words. Pranam. We'll meet again very soon. Thank you.